yo. Hold on. Yo. Another year, another Vince Lombardi. Shout out to my girl, Nick. All right, LYNX Live. I'm your host, Dame LYNX. Remember, love yourself, no exceptions. And you know, here at LYNX Live, we always got to keep it PC. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pop culture. So let's get into what's trending real quick. I got some notes here. I want to get my final thoughts. Because as always, there's a lot of bullshit going on. Y'all out here acting a fool. So I'm just going to run through some topics. Look, y'all chime in. Let me know what y'all think about what's going on. What y'all thoughts on this shit. Because it's crazy out here. All right. So real quick, speed round. Yeah, we're going to make it quick. I'm getting hungry. All right. So, earlier this month, 5 boys were arrested in Memphis for twerking at a stoplight intersection. Between the ages of 18 and 22, they hopped out of a 2016 Chevy Malibu and began to twerk at a busy intersection, and the police pulled up and locked their asses up. Look, I know it's getting hot outside. The most annoying thing to me is motherfuckers getting out their car twerking, but they were young, and I did have friends that used to do that when I was young, and it was fun the first time. But sit y'all asses down. And did they have to mention the car, a 2016 Malibu? I just thought that story was hilarious, and their mugshots was a key too. All right, Kanye West is out here terrorizing everybody, and he's back on. He's not even on the shelf anymore. We are done with Kanye. Kanye is tweeting up a storm these last few weeks, terrorizing everybody from Kim and the Kardashians to the Carters, saying these egregious things. And I'm just sick of Kanye and his shit. You know what I'm saying? And so he's just been completely out of line. And it's almost to the point where I might have to take Touch the Sky off my Grand Morning playlist. Ooh, that's that cut water. Oh. Look, I'm done with Kanye. You know, here's the thing. I gotta separate. They always say separate the man from the art, and I ain't been fucking with the art for a minute. However, the first Vultures was a good album. But anyway, Kanye's lost his mind. He's being completely egregious. We're not fucking with him. And also, people were jumping on Kim Kardashian's back because she did a photo shoot with the Tesla robot. And you know, everybody is anti Elon Musk at this point, but Kim's been working a lot lately, and somebody's got to do it. She's practically a single mother. Ooh, Kanye out here losing his mind. Somebody got to get the checks around here. And I ain't gonna lie, the Tesla robot kind of sickening. It's 20 to 30K. Would you want a car or a robot? Because they're the same price at this point. Can the robot drive? Because I would want a Tesla robot too. And I ain't gonna hold you. The pictures, the little photo shoot Kim did with the robot, it was sickening. So leave Kim alone. She got a crazy ass baby daddy, and so she doing what she got to do, because clearly can't depend on him. And also, over the last week or so, they're actually ongoing. People are tired of Elon Musk and his White House keeping up shit. They are done with Tesla. They are defaming Teslas. They've been setting them on fire. They done had Carvana come pick them up. People are done with Elon and Tesla. So here's the thing. When y'all come to me talking about don't shop at Amazon for a day, look, what else I'm gonna do? How I'm gonna get my stuff fast without having to go out and get it myself? When y'all serious about something, return them cars. Return them cars like they returning these Teslas. I'm telling you, they are setting whole Tesla plants on fire. They sick of Elon and his shit. And that's what I'm talking about. That if you want to, don't be telling me don't shop at the grocery store for a day. That's not gonna do nothing. You probably wasn't planning on going to the store that day anyway. If you go to the store the week before and you don't go on that day, what does that do? Return them damn cars like they returning these Teslas. One man, apparently he probably couldn't return his Tesla. He probably upside down on it. He peeled the T off of it and the Tesla logo off it, like we still not gonna know it's a Tesla. We are living in pure history right now. Don't even bother being sober. Just get through it the best way you can. However you got to get through it. We're going to get through it, people. All right, our girl Sherri Shepherd had a lot to say. She was recently criticizing the red carpet looks. Vanity Fair, first of all, Oscars this year, Vanity Fair hosted the red carpet as usual. Everybody looked amazing to me. Now, I did notice there were a lot of risque outfits, and it didn't really bother me. Not as much as what Kanye's wife did at the Grammys. You know, she was butt naked on the carpet. But I get what Sherry's saying. Sherry's an auntie, you know, and it was a lot of skin for the Oscars. But I think this year or every year, they're trying to make the Oscars more current, more fresh. They want people to tune in. So they had a lot, like, why was Megan Thee Stallion even there? And you know, she had her boobs out on the carpet. And I ain't gonna hold you, Meg looks good. She looked great. Zoe Saldana had her butt out. There was a lot of sheer stuff going on. So people were upset that Sherry had a lot to say. And I ain't gonna hold you. Speaking from an auntie perspective, I ain't mad at Sherry for saying what she had to say. But what I will say is everybody at the Oscars looked amazing. So it looked like a fun night. So let me know what you guys think about that. Okay, so what else? Now, people claim the Cowboy Carter tickets aren't selling. I'm here to tell y'all that that's not true. The tickets are definitely sold out. What's happened is the scalpers that are trying to charge y'all upwards of 100% and 200% more than what they're supposed to be charging, they're the ones who can't get their money back. The resale tickets are the ones that are trying to sell, because ain't nobody playing them BS games with y'all trying to charge us a couple $1,000s for Beyonce tickets. We didn't like the Cowboy Carter tour that much. Now, if I can get me a $39 ticket, I will be at the show. Because like I said before, just because we don't like Cowboy Carter don't mean we don't like Beyonce. So cut that out. All right, Tyra Banks. You know, every 6 months, y'all like to fuck with my girl Tyra, and I really get upset about it. Tyra Banks is one of my favorite people in the world. She's just a doll to me. I've always enjoyed her. She recently was awarded the Essence Black Woman in Hollywood Awards, the Luminary Spotlight honor. She's the first one to receive it. And I like that little Black Woman in Hollywood event that Essence did. Well, during her acceptance speech, she spoke on the Next Top Model criticism. And the thing with it is that was a different time. That was so long ago. I was in college. And things were just different back then. You know, everything wasn't so sensitive. We didn't know as much as we did now. So when y'all like to bring up these old, you know, clips and things that Tyra did and things that happened at that time, you know, look, at the end of the day, she still broke barriers when it came to beauty and modeling. And y'all gonna get off my girl Tyra nutsack. Okay, leave Tyra Banks alone. And check out that Essence cover. She looks amazing. Okay? And the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Leave Tyra alone. Stop bringing up this top model BS. It's old news. Y'all can't just go dig stuff up and take it out of context and try to cancel people for it. That's not how it works. There's got to be some validity to it. Top Model is an iconic show and a huge moment in time for a lot of us. Shout out to Tyra. And I'm not playing about Tyra. Whew. Okay. I get upset when it comes to Tyra. Like, leave her alone. All right. Now, I'm sure by now y'all have seen all this going on with Just Hilarious and Lauren LaRosa at the Breakfast Club. Now, Just Hilarious went live last week. She made a huge stink about Lauren continuing to be on the show. And a lot of people had a lot to say about that. And I'm on the fence. I'm kind of not mad at Jess for airing it out, especially if she's not planning on coming back when her contract ends. You know, I went to her show a couple months ago and she could do that. However, I think that Jess has allowed the comments to get in her head. You know, Jess lives in the comments. She came up on social media, so the comments is that validity. And she's allowed this thing that the fans have done, putting Lauren against Jess, to really get to her. And I understand if iHeart didn't have a lot of transparency about why Lauren was there, because Lauren was initially just supposed to be covering for Jess during her maternity leave. So I think that Lauren and Jess do two different things. Jess was hired as a media personality. No, Jess was hired as a personality. She was hired for being her. They wanted younger eyes on the Breakfast Club. And being in media, being on radio is a hard job to fill. Lauren, however, is a journalist. She has a background with TMZ. She's been doing this for a long time. So they're two totally different things. So the question is it going to be a 4-seater thing? Are they going to get her out of there? Are they going to fire Jess? I'm pretty sure. I don't think they're going to renew Jess's contract, especially after what she did. So let me know what you guys think. Should it be a foursome? I would be okay with that because Lauren and Jess just give me two different things and they both do what they do well. But it's hard being a public figure and just having everybody coming at you all crazy. So, let me know what you guys think. Money Long got mixed reviews for her Mariah Carey tribute. I did watch it. I didn't get to see the iHeart Awards because they wouldn't let me stream it for whatever reason. But anyway, it looked like a good award show. But a lot of mixed reviews about Money Long. I think she sang "We Belong Together" for Mariah Carey's tribute. Mariah Carey was in the audience. And I'll just say this. That song, a lot of Mariah Carey songs you just can't sing. And Money Long's voice didn't fit well with that record. But I didn't think she sounded terrible. And she claims Mariah said she did a good job, but we know Mariah's a diva. She probably just said that to be nice because she didn't want to hurt her feelings. And yeah, did y'all see Mariah with Anderson .Paak? She love her young man. Anderson .Paak is cute though, so I fuck with him. All right, last but not least, rest in peace to Angie Stone. She died unexpectedly in a car crash down in Alabama. So rest in peace to her. You know, I Wish I Didn't Miss You Anymore. It's probably on my Hall of Fame of songs too. So, you know, very unexpected death there. And Monique, shut up. Monique took this as an opportunity to dig at Tyler Perry again. I don't even want to give her no light. I wish she would let it go. All right, look, that's it. You know, we had to keep it PC. LYNX Live. I'm your host, Dame LYNX. Remember, love yourself, no exceptions. Type that in on YouTube and SoundCloud, DAMELYNX, and hit subscribe, share. That way you can keep up with me. Look, I do have a cool kid of the week. You know, I was telling you about Coco Jones. Y'all know I always talk about Coco Jones and how much I love her. Well, she did a live performance for the Terrell Show on YouTube. Shout out to Terrell. That was a really great performance. And it gave me just what I needed. Coco Jones singing live for 45 minutes. I've watched it several times. Well, she closed the show out with one of my favorite songs from her EP, Put You On. She sounds amazing. Her debut album is going to be dropping soon. You know, we are going to be checking for it. Shout out to Coco Jones. And look, that's going to be it for LYNX Live. I'll see you guys next time. All right.
I think I have an idea. Okay.